There is something about the San Bernardino shooting that just feels like a tipping point, coming so soon after the Planned Parenthood shootings, coming so soon after the Paris attacks, people just looking at each other, rolling their eyes, saying, another one? Really? I cannot believe this. It feels like the new normal. And certainly for journalists to go out and cover these tragedies and interview the families of the victims, we too, it breaks our hearts to have to do this story again and again. It used to be once every few months, then it seemed like it's once a month. Now it seems like it's once a day. But it's not actually once a day, despite some statistics that have been pushed out there by major news organizations. Here's the New York Times headline. New York Times beginning of the story, more than one a day. That is how often, on average. Shootings that left 4 more people wounded or dead occurred in the United States this year. Washington Post headline, the San Bernardino shooting is the second mass shooting today and the 355th this year. Rachel Maddow has talked about this. I've heard guests on Fox News talk about this. But it's really misleading. It's way off base in the sense that we think about mass shootings. We think about mass shootings, we think about crazy gunmen going in and shooting up a place, just Charleston Church, Columbine, the Aurora Theater, Newtown. I mean, it's kind of sick that there's so many examples of this now that I can just rattle off. But that's what a mass shooting means to most people. And the way that this kind of got into the media mainstream it has in part to do with a website called shootingtracker.com, which was founded by some people who have a discussion group on Reddit that actually is in favor of gun control. So the people pushing out the statistics are people who want gun control. And a writer at Mother Jones, and this was posted by the New York Times, kind of blew the whistle on this and quoted the founder as saying he wants to change the definition of gun control in America. So it's not that the statistics are totally made up. If you look at the way the FBI tracks these things, any shooting that used to be with 4 or more people killed was characterized as a mass shooting. Now it's 3 or more people killed. But in this inflated number, more than one a day, 355 a year, we have gang shootings, we have people getting into a fight in a restaurant, we have late night slayings on the street. Yes, those are multiple people being killed, but they're people who are deliberately killing each other in some sort of warfare. I mean, even includes, domestic incidents. That's in a very different category. I mean, we're not happy about that either, and there's certainly a healthy gun control debate to be had in this country. Well, when people say more than one mass shooting a day, the mass shooting that you and I think about is the kind that sadly claimed 14 lives in San Bernardino and 3 lives in Colorado Springs at that Planned Parenthood clinic. So I think that we in the media have to be more careful about just throwing these stunning statistics out there. They're very eye-catching. I thought, well, it must be true. It feels like it's true. But it's not even close to being true, or at least I can say it is misleading and it takes our eye off the ball, because what everyone wants to do now, we want to stop all violence. Every person who is murdered, whether it's in a gang shooting or a robbery, it's a tragedy. But what's at the top of the mind right now, of course, are these crazy people or potential terrorists, as in the case of San Bernardino, who get a lot of weapons, not just guns, pipe bombs and other things, and go out with the express intent of killing many Americans. And our statistics that we use in the news business ought to reflect that.